my feel-good breakfast show.
It's true, the rumors are true. It is your feel-good breakfast show right here, Expresso on S3. Now listen, we have to get into a great conversation all about shifting the needle a bit when it comes to the sustainable goals across the world. The Goalkeepers South African network, supported by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, is made up mostly of women who are tackling the country's toughest challenges through the lens of the UN's Sustainable Development Goals. Now, from fighting poverty and hunger to advancing education as well as health, these leaders are rewriting what change looks like on the ground. Now, their stories prove that progress is not just about policies, it's about the people and about women in particular shaping solutions for the future. So joining us on our couch right now, we've got Prof. Willem Fourie from Stellenbosch University, as well as Tinashe Chikunachawa, Assistant Project Manager for Goalkeepers South Africa. So welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Are we awake? Are we alive? Just about. Yeah, we just had a sound check now and we were like, this is the perfect kind of soundtrack that we need right now. But Prof, let me start with you and talk about the SDGs, because I think often when they come up year in, year out, it can feel a bit overwhelming. We go, where do we even begin? How do we tackle this? So why is it so important that women are involved in this and also at the forefront of shifting the needle a bit?
I mean, there's a lot of fantastic research that shows that an investment in women is always a good investment. From women entrepreneurs, women scientists, women development workers, your return on investment is almost always guaranteed. And if we think about the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, working with women, investing in women to achieve these goals is a great idea. And that's why I think at Stellenbosch University, we're really really grateful to be able to coordinate this Goalkeepers network where we bring together inspirational South Africans, most of them women, to advance the SDGs.
Okay, well, speaking about women, Tinashe, I've got to come over to you, girl. Yes. You guys are doing such incredible things, and I know that you work very closely with the women change makers, and I love that. Change makers, you know, movers and shakers, whatever you want to call them, they definitely are making an impact. So can you share some examples of the projects that they do?
Okay, so let me first start by stating the overarching aim of the initiative.
Yes, please. So
the goal is to localize SDGs through collaborative projects. And one example that comes to mind is one by Mabwang, who is a moringa farmer. So she turns moringa plants into different products, including supplements. And she's currently working on a collaborative project with one of the goalkeepers where they're trying to make supplements for children in the form of gummy bears.
Wow.
Yes, and this is to prevent stunted growth in children, and we're very proud of that initiative.
Oh, I love that. Moringa for the people.
Yes.
Everybody gets to enjoy, everybody gets to grow well as well. So, Prof, let's chat a bit more about collaboration, also at the heart of everything with the Goalkeepers and SDGs too. Partnerships between women in this network, how does that really inspire you the most?
Yeah, we had this wonderful moment in the community where we said we want to award great inspirational individuals. And then they said, no, don't reward individuals, reward collaborations. Then we said, let's rethink our whole strategy. And we started fostering and collaborations. And I must say, amongst the most wonderful collaborations are the collaborations between women in STEM, women in science and technology. Tinashe, for example, is completing her PhD in engineering. She'll be Dr. Tinashe in a couple of months.
Beautiful.
But there's this one project where women say, let's commercialize our research. Let's find ways in which to build viable businesses on our research. And I think that's really inspirational.
Yeah, Tinashe, congratulations, by the way, in advance even. You must come back and show us and tell us everything. It's so beautiful to see women really just taking over. And I want to talk a bit more about that in terms of women at the helm of all of this and how maybe the communities experience this on the ground, knowing that women are at the forefront and are the leaders. How do they experience these different projects because it's women at the forefront?
Yeah, so let me look at the leadership style that they have. So the one thing I've come to realize is that there's no one size that fits all when it comes to the leadership styles. We have some women goalkeepers who tend to lean more towards their feminine energy, where they lean towards attributes like emotional intelligence, intuition, which helps them to empathize better with the problems that they're trying to solve. And then you also have other women who tend to lean more towards their masculine energy, where it helps them hold their own against their male counterparts.
Wait, you need to delve into this. What do you mean by masculine energy? So certain traits that they portray while operating as a leader?
Yes, so traits that are traditionally associated with males, yes, we do have those traits as women, and some tend to lean more towards that. Yes.
Okay, very cool. I like the balance of both of them. I think
Yeah.
that's always a great way to go. So thank you for actually explaining that. But Prof, I'm back with you right now. Goalkeepers is about sparking local action. That movement on the ground is what we really want to see at the grassroots level. So how can South Africans, especially when it comes to women in particular, in their own communities, really just step up and be in that role of making a difference?
I think I've seen two things. One is trust your gut. You know what your community needs. You know what the problems are. And the second thing is trust your abilities. And then maybe a message to all the men out there. I'm obviously a man. We sometimes just need to get out of the way and let women do their thing.
Okay. Can you say that again? Can you say that louder? Can you say it a little bit louder? So, Nasha, what is one lesson that you've learned from the Goalkeepers that you are taking with you in your life? Because I'm pretty sure you've got a book full right now.
I do. So one thing I've noticed that is true across the board is that they are very tenacious, and they go for whatever they believe in. So I think if there's one thing that we can take from this is that if you believe that you're called for something, if you truly believe it in your gut, then you should definitely go for it against all odds.
Yeah, I love that. Tenacious Tinashe. We love to see it. Prof, also thank you for joining us this morning, and we absolutely love the work that you are doing. Right now, of course, if you want to learn more about that, all that information is on your screen to continue making sure that, yes, women at the helm of all of this, but how can we support them too? That's exactly how to do it.